Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Tuesday, August 19th. Key points we're going to focus on today. High pressure will continue today and through the rest of the week. May see some isolated shower and thunderstorm activity up around Lost Trail this afternoon. But outside of that, the main story today will be centering around near record to record warmth. Highs well into those upper 80s to upper 90s. A shortwave trough on Wednesday will help to bring in a bit more moisture than what we saw yesterday, so that will help kick off some isolated showers and virga throughout the day. Perhaps a rumble or two or thunder in the afternoon, but outside of that, conditions remaining dry through the rest of the week. Monsoonal moisture, however, will be changing things up as we head into the weekend, so activity will be lifting north out of Utah and Nevada as we head into Saturday and Sunday. Those chances becoming a bit more region-wide for Sunday and Monday, helping bring in some cooler temperatures for early next week. And a look at satellite imagery for you this morning. Clear skies across the board under dominant high pressure. Should be a beautiful, clear morning out there. And a look at the bigger picture for you guys. So here's a mid-upper level low moving onshore into British Columbia. That's going to be the main driver for tomorrow's shortwave. And as you can see, a good deal of dry air shunting that system further north. So we'll kind of get just enough moisture with this frontal boundary as it shifts through the Pacific Northwest into the Rockies to help kick off some isolated showers and virga, maybe some dry thunderstorm activity. But other than that, conditions staying dry as we head into the start of the weekend. And look at your weather risk outlook for the next 5 days. Wanted to highlight today hot and dry conditions, near record to record warmth, looking like one of our hottest days we see in a calendar year. But for tomorrow, the heat does shift east, and we also start to see those isolated shower and thunderstorm chances. And those do shift to being along the Wyoming border region for Thursday. But overall, very dry conditions continue through Friday, ahead of a resurgence of some isolated activity for Saturday, more scattered on Sunday. And temperatures and relative humidity out there for you later today. Highs across the board will be in those upper 90s to upper 80s. So as far as about 8 to 16 degrees above normal for this time of year. And with that, a very dry air mass at the surface. Most areas seeing those relative humidities down into the single digits and teens. Wind gusts and thunderstorm chances for today. Gusts this afternoon will peak at about 15 to 25, with best chances again focused up into northern Custer and Lemhi counties. Best chances Yellow Jacket, Shoup up towards Lost Trail. And the thunderstorm outlook for today from the Storm Prediction Center again highlights that trend well across two of our northern central mountain counties. And the HRF model probability of thunder does show about a 10 to 20% chance as you get into Salmon, but anywhere south of Salmon, not seeing a whole lot of chances for anything today. And for Wednesday, a mild morning as we head into the later parts of August, so 50s and 60s across the board for your Wednesday morning. Afternoon highs cooling a bit further west, but still maintaining the heat further east. Highs still in those upper 80s to now mid 90s, maybe some upper 90s further south and west. And wind gusts and thunderstorm chances on Wednesday. So here's that trend, at least highlighting generally a 5 to 15% chance area wide. Not expecting a lot of precipitation with these storms, given a very dry environment at the surface. But certainly something to keep in mind there. We'll get some increased clouds building in here for Wednesday. Gusts up to about 25. And from the Storm Prediction Center, again, highlighting much of our area in that just general thunderstorm risk. Most of any thunderstorm activity will stay fairly dry, again, very dry at the surface, but can't rule out some isolated activity again Wednesday afternoon. And for Thursday, best chances for thunderstorms on this day will shift to along the Wyoming border region, but we're still staying above normal temperatures, still cooling off maybe just a couple degrees, but still hanging out in those 80s and 90s. And for Thursday, again, best chances will shift to being along the Montana-Wyoming border regions. Bit better chances down further east. And the Storm Prediction Center agrees with that outlook, again, highlighting most of our activity there on Thursday, focused up into the Continental Divide as you head into Wyoming. And for Friday, we'll keep the temperatures consistent as we head into the start of the weekend. Highs still hanging out in those 80s and 90s. And for Saturday, you guessed it, more 80s and 90s, maybe some low triple digits further west. But outside of that, we're starting to see the influence of some colder air further north, up north of the divide. That'll be spilling over as we head into early next week. And for Saturday, again, highlighting at least the chances for some isolated mountain thunderstorms during those afternoon hours. And for Sunday and Monday, we'll start the cool down. Still rather warm there on Sunday, but actually dropping to below normal temperatures as we head into Monday. And a look at what's to come. The 6 to 10 day temperature outlook does keep our temperatures above normal across here in the Gem State. Normal highs this time of year are going to be in those upper 70s to upper 80s. And 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook, again, highlighting that monsoonal moisture trend. As you can see, we've got a 4 corners high. That'll help to bring some moisture advecting north out of the Great Basin into southern Idaho, supporting those isolated to scattered shower and thunderstorm chances region-wide for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week. We'll be keeping a close eye on that, as some of these storms could produce some heavy rainfall during that time frame. 8 to 14 temperatures do trend back a bit more near normal here in eastern Idaho, but I'm still seeing a high pressure as far as further north, keeping those temperatures a bit warmer than normal. But that Canadian system, as you can see, keeping those colder temperatures to our east. 8 to 14, bit of a more broad signal there when it comes to precipitation as we head through September 1st, but at least keeping the idea of some daily shower and thunderstorm chances around. And that's about all I have for you this morning. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome Tuesday.